Good morning, friend. How we doing? Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will. Here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite cup of coffee as we dive into what's on the menu today. It is a Jai-Alai Wednesday, of course. Jai-Alai Wednesday. We've got good news for our guy, Benny. He won. Bad news for his team. They got whooped. Absolutely whooped. We'll recap yesterday's game and take a look at today's matchup and betting odds. It'll be fun. We got some baseball to talk about, actually. Some playoff spots clinched. Epic collapses. A dude getting drilled in the face by a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. All that and more going on in baseball. And then, of course, we're going to cover. Went over it yesterday during Rumble Premium. Might do a little bit of Rumble Premium at the end of this stream. We got 3 hours left to do. So if I chip away a little bit, just chip away every day at it, we might get to it. But we got NFL Week 4. We can take a look at the action report. We take a look at the breaking down the odds and all that fun stuff. It's Wednesday today, right? I'm so thrown off. I had yesterday off of work, and I don't know. And then I work 7 days straight, including Sunday this week, because I got to do my annual inventory count. And I have to do that when, obviously, the pharmacy's closed. So that's fun. So I'm all thrown off. I having a Tuesday off was nice, so I can't wait till I'm older, semi-retired, not fully retired, but semi-retired. You get days off in the middle of the week. Do you know, like, every place, at least around my town, every place on Tuesday, that's like all the deals. We got Papa Murphy's last night, a little take and bake action, right? A little take and bake. Papa Murphy's Tuesdays are the day to go, apparently. I didn't even know this. I just ran in there because my wife was going to my daughter's volleyball match. So I was hanging out with the little kiddos, and I'm like, well, I'm grabbing a take and bake. That's what we're going to do for dinner. Easy peasy. Pro tip out there, dads, if you have to watch the kids and you're responsible for dinner, just get them a pizza. What kid doesn't like pizza? Easy. And you get to eat pizza. How about that? It's a win for everyone. And there's always leftovers. But yeah, I guess Tuesdays are the days that you can get all the deals everywhere. So that was cool. And when you go to Costco, no one's there. It's awesome. I went to Costco yesterday too, right as they opened. Actually, technically it was like 20 minutes before they opened. They just opened early and said, come on in. I'm like, sweet. It's a good day yesterday, you know? Oh, yes, but sports. Let's go. Oh, and I got a fun little announcement for you guys, too. What up, Nate in the outfield? How we doing, buddy? How we doing? Good morning. Good morning. We got Mont in the house. Grass Guy's here. Jamie's here. B-Mac, how we doing? Annual inventory count. Yes. Yes. They gotta. Well, I end up doing my annual control count. So I count up all the control medications. I have to be in the building. But we have for our whole store, not just the pharmacy, but the whole store. We have we hire a company to come in and they estimate, like how much everything costs and what we have, because we have to do, it's the end of our fiscal year at the end of this month. So we need it for tax purposes, all that fun stuff. So since I have to be in the building, I'm like, well, I better do my drug counts, which is pretty easy because I just throw on Red Zone. I just watch some Red Zone while I count some pills. It's a pretty chill day. The Cowboys should probably do inventory count thing. Yeah, they probably should. You're right. All right, where are we going to get started at? Where we want to do? What up, Blue? How we doing, buddy? You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. How we doing? You know what? I'm going to start the day off like this. Let's start with this.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away?
They're probably going to think it was you who broke into the pharmacy with that one tooth. I know, right? No, I swear. Look at my badge. I swear. I'm the manager. Yeah. That looks nothing like you. That guy has 2 teeth. Damn it. 2 front teeth. Damn it. I better be careful. Good thing it's a small town. Everyone knows everyone down there. Everyone knows everyone. Where are we at? Let's start. Here we go. You guys ready for it? It is a Highlight Wednesday. The World Highlight League, links to all their stuff is in the description of the stream. They're a good sponsor of this show, so go show them some love because they showed this show a lot of love, all right? So we're going to recap yesterday's match. I'm not going to lie. I was happy for my boy. Of course, I'm always happy for my boy, Benny, right? I'm always happy for my boy, Benny, and the streak continues. Benny comes on this show. He doesn't lose the next game. The next match that he has, he doesn't lose, including a championship. How about that? But yes, that's about the only thing that went good for the Devils, though. The Devils are now 0-3, and they got their ass kicked, or their butts kicked in this one. 5-1. 5-1. Cyclones over the Devils. But if you look, Benetrix, and Benny was saying this, he says Benetrix is picking things up fast, is already like dialed in there. And these were good. I mean, it was 6-5 in the first set, and then they just kind of took over after that for sets 2 and 3. That was the only win for the Devils, though, as Hyro and Stan get a win, and Naki and Manu get a win. Hyro over Etcheberry. And then Manu, I told you guys, if you were going to watch one of these matches, obviously check out our boy Benny. But if you're going to watch one, go to the Division I singles, the last match of the night. Manu versus Nicholas. That was a good match. That was a good match. Yeah, it's a run, man. I mean, Benny coming on. Benny, we're big fans of Benny. Benny's a big fan of the show, and he came in and broke down. If you guys haven't already, I could use your help. Go check out my video, all right? My little interview with him. It is pinned up here. Go check it out. We catch up, of course, because I haven't seen Benny since last season. I asked him how his summer was and all that. But then we get into the court itself and strategy and where these guys trying to place the ball for the kill shots. It was very interesting. So we break all that down and some more and why they serve the way they serve and all that fun stuff. We do those on Saturdays, by the way. Saturday, do a little highlight education segment. Since I had Benny on, that was a lot of fun. I got to ask him some questions. But we got a match today. We got the Renegades and the Chargers. This is going to be a good one. The defending champs, the odds-on favorite to win it this year, the best highlight player in the world. By the way, go Sherry, the best highlight player in the world, was player of the week last week. He had a good match. He had that comeback victory against his brother Herat. That was fun. But if you go over to DraftKings, you scroll down to A to Z Sports, right underneath hockey is the World Highlight League. This is where we can bet on them. The odds will be up here later today for the matches themselves. But as you can see, the Renegades are the odds-on favorites to win it all. Chargers are 5-1. We're going to see what they're made of today. But we've got Renegades Chargers, 5 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a look at the matchups today. We got Gunaga and CRB versus Eat Your B-Day and Bradley. I'm telling you right now, Eat Your B-Day and Bradley are live in this one. I don't know what the odds are, but if they're a dog, they're a live dog. I wouldn't be surprised if they're favored. I do like Eat Your B-Day and Bradley in that one. We got our guy Ben. Shout out to Ben. He's been on the show a couple times. Ben and Arta. That's going to be a fun one. I don't know which way to go. Let's go with our guy Ben on that one, huh? And then we get Go Sherry and Zulaka. Let's be honest. You go with Go Sherry. You never bet. But listen, you go with Go Sherry in like 3 sets. So Go Sherry 2-1. Because for some odd reason, man, that guy just loves giving up the first set or giving up a set. I think it makes him feel alive. A little pressure. But Go Sherry over Zulaka. And we got CRB and Flores versus our guy Jedin. Shout out to Jedin. Super Bowl champion with Peyton Manning. Jedin was on that Colts team. He showed off his ring. That was still one of the coolest things on the show. Was him coming on here and flashing that Super Bowl ring. But we got Jedin and Bradley versus CRB and Flores. That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna go with my guy Jedin and Bradley. And then you got Go Sherry and Ben, Ichibide, Ubio. Go Sherry and Ben, they don't lose. They don't lose. And then Gonaga and Migarena versus Ulaka and Arta. That one's going to be a good one. I don't know who to pick, though. And that one's going to be a good one. A lot of good highlight matches today. So if you haven't checked it out already, 5 p.m. Eastern over at ESPN 3, FUBO TV, or their YouTube channel, which the link is in the description of this stream. Go check it out tonight. There's not a bad match on here. Give it a shot. The World Highlight League, 5 p.m. Eastern. It's good stuff, man. This is going to be a good matchup between these guys. It's going to be this might be a preview of the championship at the end of the season. How about that? Go check them out today. All right. You guys want to go over to some baseball? Huh? What's up? We got Bucola 44 over on if that's how you say it, Bucola. Over on Twitch, new subscriber. Thank you, Jamie, for smashing the like button and reposting this video on Rumble. Need the rest of you guys to do that. All right. Let's get it going. Baseball yesterday was interesting. We got the Mariners clinching a playoff spot. I think they're like one win away from locking up the division too. Trent says play the Blue Jays today. Ooh, interesting. But we got Orioles and Rays. Orioles beat the Rays 6-0. Guardians defeat the Tigers with Tariq Skubal on the bump. They defeat the Tigers, and the epic collapse, dude. I saw something that said the Guardians were like just at the beginning of September were like plus 10,000 to win the division, and now they're tied and they have the tiebreaker over the Tigers. They're in the lead of the division. How insane is that? But the Guardians get a 5-2 victory over the Tigers. Tariq Skubal, what was it? Ray, what was the guy named? Some dude went to go bunt, and the ball curved and just smashed right into his face. I don't know. Do we have an update on him? Let's see how he's doing. Fry hospitalized. Let's see. Fry was taken to the hospital after a 99-mile-an-hour fastball hit him in the face. Yeah, it was not good. He was able to get up and walk. But, oh, yeah, you see that right there? Got him, dude. Okay, at least it was lower. I know that's not good either way, but I thought it hit him in the eye, dude. That was scary stuff right there. He is okay, it looks like. So he's probably a little sore today. Not going to be able to chew for a little bit. But yeah, it was a scary moment there. Scary moment, but hey, they got the victory. If he's got to take one to the face for them to get the win and be the lead in the division, I think he'll do that every single time. Pirates get a 4-2 victory over the Reds. Marlins in extra innings after being down 3-0 in this game come back and defeat the Phillies. The Fish somehow, some way are still alive to make the playoffs. 3 games under 500, still alive. How crazy is that? Yankees get it done over the White Sox 3-2. Red Sox defeat the Blue Jays 4-1. Braves get a 3-2 victory over the Nationals. The Mets were down, what was it, 6-1, 5-1, or 6? I think they were down 5-1 or something like that. The Mets came storming back to beat the Cubbies 9-7. Twins get a 4-1 victory over the Rangers. Royals 8-4 victory over the Angels. Mariners 4-3 victory over the Rockies, which clinches a playoff berth for the Mariners. Mariners are hot right now. Just saying, like, this is a year that you're going to see a long shot. And I've never wanted to tell you to bet on the Mariners. This is one of those years where I think you're going to see a long shot to win the World Series, or at least make it there. Maybe take a look at those Mariners. I don't know what the odds are, but I'd keep my eye on them. Diamondbacks get a 5-4 victory over the Dodgers. All the teams that needed a win yesterday won. Not like the Dodgers who are trying to clinch up the division, but the teams that are like outside looking in, They all won yesterday. Padres get a 7-0 victory over the Brewers. Cards get a 9-8 victory over the Giants. And A's defeat. I thought this line was funky, dude. The Astros need a win. Now they're 4-game back of the Mariners, but they really needed a win. Yet the A's, it was a -110 both ways. That was a fishy line. And we see why now, because the A's get a 5-1 victory over the Astros. 5-1 victory over the Astros. What do we got going on today? What do we got going on today? We got the National early baseball. It's the Indians. That's what I said, Indians. Nationals defeat the Braves. Nationals play the Braves. Braves -185 home favorites. Nationals +165 road dogs. Sharp money, big money on the Braves. 89% of the overall money is on Atlanta. Brewers, Padres -120 home favorites. Brewers +112 on the comeback. Sharp money, action over expert like the Brew Crew. Big money on the Padres, though, with 52% of the bets, 67% of the money on San Diego. Tampa Bay Orioles -115 home favorites. Tampa Bay +102 on the comeback. Sharp money on the Orioles with 65% of the bets, 71% of the money back in Baltimore. Tigers, Guardians. This is for the division. Big game in the Guardians, or the Indians. Sorry, they won. They're the Indians today. -125 home favorites. Tigers +115 road dogs. Sharp money on the Guardians. Big money on the Tigers. That one's going to be a good one. 56% of the overall money is back in Cleveland there. Pirates, Reds -116 home favorites. Even money for the Pirates. Sharp money on the Pirates. 60% of the overall money is on Cincinnati. Marlins and the Phillies. Phillies -190. Can the Fish get 2 wins in a row against the Phillies? Odds say no, as they're +166 road dogs, but sharp money and big money is on them with 25% of the bets. 40% of the money overall is back in the Fish. White Sox, Yankees. Yankees -365 home favorites, +300 on the comeback there for the White Sox. Sharp money on the White Sox, but 61% of the overall money is on the Yankees. Red Sox, Blue Jays. This is what the system's saying, according to Blue, and we got some sharp action, big money on the Blue Jays. Is +120 home dog. 64% of the overall money is on Toronto. Twins and the Rangers. Rangers -195 home favorites, but the Twinkies got sharp money, big money, and an Action Network expert. All 3 signals lined up at +168 on them. 26% of the bets, 39% of the money likes Minnesota. Mets and the Cubbies. Cubbies -122 home favorites. Mets +108. 57% of the money is on the Cubs. Royals and the Angels. Angels -120 home favorites, +105 on the comeback for the Royals. Sharp money on the Angels. Big money, Action Network expert likes Kansas City. 76% of the bets and 94% of the money is on Kansas City. Whew, someone knows something. Dodgers, Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks +130 home dogs. Dodgers -152 road favorites. 69% of the money is on LA. Rockies and the Mariners. Mariners -320 home favorites. Wow. Just give them the division. I think if they win tonight, they lock it up. Rockies +280 road dogs. Big money on the Rockies is 20% of the bets, but 12% of the bets, 25% of the money is on Colorado. Cardinals and the Giants. Giants -116 home favorites. Cardinals +114 on the comeback. Sharp money, big money on the Cards. 47% of the bets, 59% of the money taking St. Louis. And the night game, Astros, A's. Astros -145 road favorites. A's +125 home dogs. 60% of the overall money is on the A's. That's what we got today. Is Houston still on the outside looking in? Dude, look at that. Houston is currently not a playoff team. That is scary for Houston. What happened? You had the division locked up. Then you blew it. Play the Adam Sandler. You blew it. That's crazy, man. Although the Tigers are collapsing too. Both these teams were a lock, man. They were a lock to win their division, and now one of them is not going to make the postseason. Either the Tigers or the Astros. That is why both of them actually technically could still miss out. Highly unlikely, but that is crazy. And the Mets are hanging on just barely, man. They really needed that comeback yesterday. They're just barely hanging on. They're 1 game up on the Reds and the Diamondbacks. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Skeens on the bump for the Pirates. Team total under. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to dive into the NFL. We're going to take a look at the old Twitter timeline. Make sure I didn't miss any news from yesterday. But we're gonna go ahead and look at the NFL. But we're gonna switch over to Rumble Premium, baby, because I got to get some of those premium hours in. But I will, Blue. I'm gonna drop some love right now. Let's see. I want to make sure Blue can hang around, so I'm going to drop a gifted subby. Should go to Blue in this one. Hopefully it does. What up, David's Doc Spot? Royals treating me well. Atta baby. There we go. That way Blue can hang around. Buku, good morning. But we're going to go to Rumble Premium, so I'm going to kick off YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Come over to Rumble. Game on show over on Rumble. See you there.